Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is the start of my new Nikon tutorial series. This will be 3 parts. This will be first on about the camera, and then about the tripod, and finally I'm going to be reviewing a couple camera bags that you can use. So today we are starting out with part 1 of the DSLR camera. So let's get started. Okay, for this example, I'm going to be using this power outlet right here. So, for the battery, let's say that you're looking on your screen and you see that the power outlet is that the battery is on low battery, and how to change it. You want to change it. So, you have let's say you have your thing in here, you just flip this thing out and then just plug it into one of the outlets. Okay, so to take it out, what you have on the bottom here is this little door. Pop it out, push it up, and then you kind of wiggle the thing out, and you have this. Now you see there's a little thing right there, and then there's, get my camera here, there's little things down there. Match them up. There you go. And a blinking amber light means that it's charging. And if it's not blinking, I don't know why it's squeaking, but if it's not blinking and it's just illuminated fully, that means it is charged. Okay? And then I'm just gonna put this back in. To put it back in, you have the arrow and this side facing outward and inward. Click it in, and like that. It's as simple as that. So that is how you install and charge and take out your battery. On to the next part. Okay everyone, so this next part is about the SD card of a camera. So you might be wondering where I am. I'm in California. I've been editing my video for a little while, and I just found out that this part was not correct, so I had to refilm it, and I can't go back to Washington and back here because it's not worth it or anything like that. So I'm just gonna stay here and do it. So that is why I am in a different scenery room. So let me just close my window really quick. I'm wearing my Alaska Airlines shirt here. Let me just, okay. So I'm going to show you how to do the SD card. Okay. So I'm going to raise you guys onto my bed. And hopefully it's sort of stable. Okay. So right before I started this, I took a picture of these cabinets right here, okay? So what you do is, let's say you have your computer open and open it into your Finder, okay? So you go to desktop, which is right here, okay? So on your camera, on the side here, you see this little door here. If you pull it back and then let it go, you see this that says push to eject. If you press that, it comes out. And then if you're like me and you use a MacBook Air, you have the little curved side facing outward, and then you put it into this little slot right here and push it in. And then on here, you'll see that this tripod's on a bed, so it's not the most stable in the world. But you can see that here pops up Nikon D5200. So if you press that, you go to your folder, you go to your other folder, you find your photo, or wherever it is, and then you click on the photo and do whatever you want with it. Then to eject it, don't just pull it out. Don't do that. What you do is you come over here to this little button, you press it, and then when it disappears, that means it's ejected, and then you can take it out. You don't need your computer anymore. And then on the side here, you'll see that there is a little diagram here of how to put it in. So basically, this sticker part faces toward you, and then this little curved part faces up. So you align it and push it in, click it in, and then flop this down and back. And that is how you insert and eject an SD card into your computer. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to record on the DSLR camera. So let's say you turn your thing on here. So what I would recommend doing is using this little switch here, pushing it back, and using it to record like this. Okay? So what you do is, I'm just gonna show you. So I am recording on my phone. Hello. So what you do is you go up to the top here, you press this little button here, you press it down, and you can see it records over here. Press it again, it stops. So that is how you record. You use this little button, and then if you start recording and it's out of focus, you press this down halfway, and then it focuses for you, and then you press it and it stops recording. Okay, so that is how you record on a DSLR camera. So next I'm going to be showing you how to use the flash mode. Okay, let's say you have the screen on here. So where you go up to here, you press this little button here. Oh, press this little button here. Highlights flash mode. You press that, and well, that's unfortunate. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, so if you press that and you press flash mode, it will have 3 different settings. It'll have off, it'll have red eye, and then it'll have normal flash. You use the scroller to scroll to the setting you want, and then you press that, and then when you go to take your photo, if you press it down halfway, this thing here will pop up, and that will be the light, and then you can do this and then take your photo. So I don't know what's not working right now, but that is how you use the flash. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to take a picture on here. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can either take it with like this, or you can take it through here. Okay, so what you do, you can either go like this and look through it, or you can switch it and look on the screen. Now the way I switch that, this little knob right here, back, okay? And then what you do is you press it once, and then you'll get the little bloop, the little digital bloop, that means it's focused. And then you press it again, it takes the picture. So halfway down, focus, like a record, and then all the way down is picture. Okay, so that is how you take a picture. The next part is how to use the timer. Okay, so let's say you have it like this thing like this. So on the top here, you have this little button right here. You press that button, it takes you to this menu, okay? If you bring it over here, press that, it means that you have a timer, okay? What does that say? Self-timer shooting. So basically, what it means is that, I'm not gonna do it, but what it means is that when you press it down once, it normally focuses like it always does, but when you press it again, it gives you 5 seconds to get ready for the photo, and then it takes the photo. So it gives you a 5-second delay before it actually takes the photo. So like, for example, if you're taking a picture with the DSLR camera with your family for like a Christmas card or something, and you want to be in the photo and take it at the same time, you can put on a 5-second timer and delay it so that you have a couple of seconds to get to wherever you're going to take the picture and do that. So that is how you do the timer mode, and then you can also bring it back to single frame, which is normal. So that is how you do the timer. So the next part is how to use the cap, and I'm going to combine that with the how to transform the lens. So 2 things before we get started. 1, I'd recommend doing it while the camera is off, and 2, when you're changing it, do not expose it to direct sunlight because it will damage it. Okay, so it will damage the shutter and the camera. So let's say you have this zoom in lens. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera really quick. Okay, so let's say you have your DSLR camera really quick, and you have your lens that you want to switch it with. Okay, so you notice here it has a cap and a cap. If you want to put it down on this cap here, not on this one. If you lost your cap or something, you can put it on here, or if you lost this cap, you can put it on here. Just put it on a cap. But if you have both, put it on this one. Okay, so here's how you do it. Remember, no exposure to sunlight, to bright sunlight, and I'd recommend doing this transformation while the camera is in the off position. Okay, so you see here that there is a little white dot here and a little white dot right in there. So you want to match those up. So turn it to so you see this button here, push it down and turn it clockwise so that they meet up. Well, I think it's turn it the only way I can go up, and then it kind of springs up a tiny bit, and then you can take it out. So this is why you don't expose this inside to any bright light. Do not do that. Okay, so then what you do is hold this. You can set it down gently if you don't have the cap, and then you just twist this clockwise and off, and then on here you put it on there, position it, and then until it goes on, and then twist it counterclockwise, and then put this upward on the cap. Okay, so how do you do? So to install this, see this little, you want to match this white thing up, this white dot here with this white dot here. Okay, so you put this in, you position it, and then it clicks in. Push it in and then click it, and then you can take this off. This is the cover it. So to do here, let me just put this on so I can show you how to do this. So you can see there are 2 little pinch places. Take your index finger and your thumb, pinch it, and then it comes off. And then you can pinch it and it goes back on. That's one way to take it off. Another way is to just push in one side and then take it off. And then just hook it under one side and push up and it locks it. And you may need to wiggle it around for it to actually lock it. So let me show you again how to reinstall it. Okay, if you need to go back and look at something else really quick, I'd recommend doing that. So if you need to go back in the video and look at one of the other parts that I did, feel free to do that at any time. Okay, push in, count, match up the dots, take off, set it down on the cap, and then you take this off clockwise and then off. Okay, set that aside very gently, and then on, and then twist it. Take this, match up the dots, and like this. There we go. Match up the dots and twist it to lock. Okay, and it's okay. So I know I've been repeating this a lot, but it's very, very important. Remember what the two things were that I don't want you to do? Do not expose the camera to bright sunlight when you are transforming this, when you are switching the lenses. And I'd recommend doing it in the off position of the camera, like turn it off over here. And put it down on a cap. That is very important. Put the camera down on a cap. Like this. Okay? So the next part I'm going to show you is how to do the zoom on the camera. Okay? Okay. So, how you do this. Now you are free. So let me just do the screen here really quick. So what you do, turn your camera on, and then I'm just going to switch it to here for an example. So let's say you wanted to take a picture of this paint on the wall. If you focus it, and you want to get closer up, what you do, you have this little dial here, and these numbers. You twist it to zoom in, and you twist the other way to zoom out. So you hold it like this, and you twist, you go like, you turn it this way to zoom in, like I did, so here, and then twist it the other way to zoom out. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna, let me just transfer the lenses super duper quick. Okay, so notice how I put it on the cap. Yeah. Okay, so for this, you have your camera. This is the zoom lens. So this is going to be a lot up closer, like this one at its full zoom in. This is its normal default thing. Okay, so let's say you have your thing. Oh, it's off. I don't. Oh, whoops. It's off. So on. And you notice that's very, very, very zoomed in. The camera can't focus because it's zoomed in so much. Okay. So let's say I wanted to take a picture of my. Let me just reposition this really quick. Let's say I wanted to take a picture of my door over here. Okay. So what you would do is, if you want to get up close to the knob, let's say, you would zoom in. See, it zooms in a lot. And then you notice that this is 55 to 300 millimeter, and this lens is 18 to 55. So what you do, you want to zoom in, and then zoom in. Okay. So that is how you use the zoom. Twist it one way to zoom in, twist it the other way to zoom out. I'll be right back. Okay, so for the last part 10, part 9, I believe, of this video, I'm going to be showing you all the buttons and the screen settings of this DSLR Nikon 5200 camera, D5200 camera, as you can see right there. So this is the last part. If you need to go back in the video to check out another part of the video, you can totally do that. I totally welcome it. Okay, so screen and buttons. I'm going to show you the ones that I do know and that you need to know. So for example, buttons like this and this and this and those two and that one, those are the ones that I'm not going to go over because I don't know, either I don't know how to use them or I have been told not to use them or something like that. Okay, so first of all, up here, let me just So up here is your on and off switch. Hello. So yes, I am using my phone to record. So here you see there is off and on. You take this, switch it on, and this is the this is the focus and take picture button, and to do it off, other way. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it off for now. So this, I told you earlier, was the record button to record videos on your DSLR camera. This and this, I'm not sure what they do yet, so don't do that unless you know what you're doing, or know what it is. This was the setting to change for the timer and other settings, such as single frame, continuous L, continuous self-timer, delayed remote, quick response remote, and quiet shutter release. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is like just normal pictures, and this is the 5-second timer that I showed you earlier. Okay. So, and then this dial here is like is more settings. So if you have it on auto, that basically means that the camera adjusts the zoom according to what you input for this wheel here. There's like portrait mode. The cool thing about this mode here with the runner is that the shutter is really fast, so it opens and closes really fast, so that it catches like a specific second of the action of the picture you're taking. Like for example, if you're taking a picture of waves, it like pauses the action. And then it has like all sorts of stuff around here. I don't know what all of these things do, so if you're a beginner like me, kind of, I recommend using auto. This is to scroll through all your pictures without having to do this all day. This is to go into the menu from your camera taking frame and other stuff. This is to play back your photos that you took. This is your control wheel where you like adjust, like you go to different settings and accept them and stuff. This is zooming and zoom out stuff. I'm not sure what for yet. This is how you delete your photos. You press it once. It asks if you want to press this, means you don't want to delete it. This means you do. Press it once. It says it asks you. Press twice. It deletes it. This, I'm not sure what it does, so don't touch that unless you know what you're doing. This over here is the menu button. That is a menu. So now let me show you the screen. Okay, so you notice down here there is one peg, and then up here there is a second peg. Take those, and then you can rotate out. It rotates 180 degrees one way and 90 degrees the opposite way. So the way you flip it is you take this out, you flip it the 180 degree way, and then put it back. So let me turn on the camera here. So let's say you go here and you want to switch to the little guy here. So you go here, and you notice that here it shows the diagram of what you're switching, and up in the top corner, it shows you up here it shows you the mode you're switching to. And then it shows you the different settings that are compatible with or that come or like set with the specific thing. And then I'm just gonna switch it back to auto. And again, this button is for like flash mode, all of this stuff. I'd recommend only worrying about flash mode. Yeah, see here. So back to flash mode, auto, red eye, and then flash off. So if you have at auto, you press it once. That's not supposed to happen. Hold on, I'm going to reset this really quick. I'll be right back. Press it once. I'll be right back again. We're going to use this little dark space to show you. So let's say you have it at, so there's auto, the red eye thing, and then off. So say this. So what happens is, if you're going down here to this dark space, that thing pops up. That is the flash. And in order to put it back down, you just push it, and then you can go back into the button, and then go back to off. So, let me just head back over to my desk here. Okay. So, here we are. Okay. So remember, so if I go to playback, you can see this goes through everything without keep on having to do this, okay? And then that does that, and then again, so how do you do I'm just gonna go back to the menu. How do you do that, what I just did? So you see, remember this little dial here? Right next to it, there is this little knob right here. And you see it says LV. I don't know what that stands for, but that little arrow right there. If you do that, hear that little click? That basically means that it turns it. So back one, it puts it into there, and then back a second time, puts it in there, okay? Okay, so, that is it for now. So, let me just, put this here for my outro. Okay, so, thank you guys for watching this, video. If you're not already a subscriber, the subscribe button will be on the screen right over here. If you want to see the last video, that'll be on the camera. If you like this video, go down and hit the like button. But again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial video. Bye.